Hi, everyone. For those of you who don't know me, my name is Brandon Lance, and I'm the Optical Director here at Medical Missions Outreach. Because of the great need for vision care in developing nations, our optical clinics are often the busiest on our trips. Did you know we take a minimum of 3,000 glasses on each trip? With more than a dozen optical trips every year, the need for glasses is always great. That's why several years ago, MMO decided to bring its eyeglass collection and recycling in-house. Today, you're going to hear from a couple of our friends and close partners, Dr. Lonnie and Wade Rittenhouse. Lonnie and Wade have been a blessing to our ministry for years, both on the field and at home, as they'll show you today.
Oh, hey guys, come on in. Welcome to the Rittenhouse's house. This is your behind-the-scenes action of a MMO eyeglass recycling station. We like to call this the Canton branch. Hey, these guys are hard at work in here.
Welcome, guys.
This is my wife, Lonnie, and Megan and Ethan. They are all optometrists, and they run this program here at the Canton branch. What are you guys working on right now?
Well, we're just sorting some of the glasses that came through our donation box here today. So.
Cool. What are we going to do on today's video?
Well, today our goal is to teach you a little bit about the eyeglass recycling program with Medical Missions Outreach and teach you the different process that your donated pair of glasses goes through to end up overseas in one of the clinics.
Nice. And if there's one thing that these guys can take away today from this video, what do you guys think that it should be?
I would say just that anybody can play a role.
Yeah.
Whether you travel with MMO or not, anybody can be a part of the recycling program for the glasses.
Yeah. What about you, Megan?
I would just say that these glasses are going to be given to somebody and they're going to be able to potentially read their Bible, or at least it's going to draw them to the vision clinic and hear about Jesus.
Yeah. And just as a prerequisite, you are supposed to be wearing an MMO shirt while you do these recycling orders.
And the hats.
And the hats.
Well, first I wanted to show everybody the donation box. So if you've never seen one of these, go to the Medical Missions Outreach website, the store, and get one so you can start collecting glasses in your community. We have these set up in multiple of the eye doctor offices. We actually have one set up in the chiropractor office and also at our church. And we have, this bin gets full all the time. So here we're going to start actually on our step one of our eyeglass recycling program in the pre-sorting process. So that's what we are kind of showing you here with this, and we were going through. And we want to show you a couple things that is important in the first step that you could actually help us with. So what are a couple of things, guys, that we were doing here in this first step?
So, like this pair that I just pulled out of the case is missing a lens. It's clearly broken. This one goes in the trash.
Yeah. One thing that we do eliminate a lot of is the large cases. So people send and pay shipping even for a lot of cases to come through in the box. And we actually cannot take these overseas because they weigh a lot and they take up a lot of space. So we usually get rid of those. We take out the glasses, though, that are good, and we save them here. Any loose lenses like this we cannot use, unfortunately, so we get rid of those. And then we try to eliminate things. We just kind of pulled out some examples to show you guys today. A lot of the glasses actually do get saved, but we're showing you some of the ones that aren't salvageable. So this one's missing a temple here, so we don't save something like that. We do save, though, flat, soft cases. So we actually like to hand these out to the patients overseas, so we like to save these ones. You can go ahead and send these. Anything else we like to point out for step one?
Yeah. Sometimes we get some mangled glasses. Sometimes these are salvageable. Sometimes they're not. So kind of use your best judgment. Sometimes I'll do some maneuvering here and see if we can get it back into shape. And if the temples still work and everything, it's good. Sometimes they do break in the process. So if you think the frame is too far gone and you don't think that someone's going to be able to wear it for very long, then probably just toss it out.
Yep. So after we collect some of these good glasses, they're going to go on to our next step, which actually takes us into our kitchen where Wade will be showing us how to clean them.
All right, it is time for step 2, which is the deep clean. This has changed from us washing them by hand to washing them in the sink with hot water and vinegar to now moving on to the dishwasher. So the dishwasher does the best job. It gets rid of all the nose crud. It gets rid of all the makeup, because the one thing that we like to do is to make sure that when we give it to somebody in another country, we're giving them a nice product. We're giving them something that's clean and something that they're going to be able to enjoy. So for the sake of time, I have actually preloaded the dishwasher, and we already ran a wash cycle. So this is what they look like on the inside of the dishwasher. If we fill this up, I can fit about 300 pair of glasses in here. So we've really been able to like ramp up how much we've done by using the dishwasher. When this is done, they come out. Sometimes they're a little wet, so I will actually use a blow dryer and dry them off. But at this point, they're dry. So what I would do right now is take this bin and start to pull them out of the dishwasher. And then head to the next room for the next step. So I'm going to do this real quick, and I'll see you over in the next room. All right, the next step in this process is the wipe and inspect. So at this stage, we take what just came out of the dishwasher and we go through it and re-inspect it to make sure the coatings are okay. Sometimes before they go in the dishwasher, it's hard to see the scratches on the lenses, so we like to maybe look at the lenses again to make sure that there's no big scratches on the lenses that would hinder us from going any further. If they are, those would also be thrown away at this point. So Ethan's already got some wiped down and inspected here. These are ready to go back to Lonnie and Megan back there on the lensometer, but he's also got some piles here that he has strategically placed on the table. If you would like to explain kind of what these different piles are for, Ethan.
Yeah, so this one here, this is the readers pile. So to save time on the machine, we try to pull out the just the plain reading glasses, and you can tell those apart just by looking on the temple here, or the arm of the glasses. It actually tells you the number or the power of the glasses. And then the second pile here is just your run-of-the-mill sunglasses that don't have any glasses prescription in them.
Yeah, so the intent is to separate those out, because if we have to read them, it takes a long time for them to go on the lensometer to read them. So anything that we can separate ahead so it doesn't have to go through that step saves us time. So we would literally look at all these, clean them, inspect them. They would go into a pile that is now under final inspection and ready to go to the lensometer, the measuring station. And one of the most important things that you guys can get from this video is up to this point, there is no specialty in this at all. It's all been inspecting, cleaning, and getting glasses ready to go to a measuring station where you actually need a reading device for the glasses. So my parents do this a lot of times. They'll come and get a bunch of recycled glasses for us. They'll pre-inspect them. They'll run them through the dishwasher and get them ready. So when they are here, they are sorted and ready to go to that machine, because up until this point, it's the most time sensitive part of the process. It takes more time than anything else to do all this stuff. So the more we can go, the more we can get to the reading station and through the reader station, the more that can go on the trip. So I just want to encourage you guys that if this is something that you guys are interested in, if you could help us with this phase and this up to this stage, up to stage 3, that it would be a huge support to Medical Missions Outreach and to the different measuring stations that they have a few different places around the country. So here at the Canton branch, we would really love if you could help us with that.
All right, now that we've received the glasses from Ethan and Wade, now we're able to put them through the lensometer or lens meter. Mm-hmm. And this one is an automated one, so we can actually put the glasses on the machine directly and then click them into place and then press the button and they will read them. What's really cool is this can measure, single vision glasses, meaning you only have one power across the lens, and then also bifocals with or without the line. Mm-hmm. So it actually works really well if you have a 2-person team, because one person can kind of feed the machine and then the next person can write and bag them. So
we're going to show them how it's done here. All right.
So it's currently reading them.
Up to this point, there was no training required, no special equipment, but now we have kind of a special piece of equipment here for this. And the nice part about it being automatic is it doesn't require a lot of training, which has been super helpful for us because a lot of people have been able to help in this step. So it kind of moves the glasses and does everything for us, so it's really nice. And I know MMO has this also in a lot of their other recycling centers now. So once we get the prescription, we kind of look to see what the prescription is in the glasses, and we have a few criteria that we follow to see if it's going to be a good pair of glasses that we should take overseas, or if it's going to be a prescription that's very specific to one person that may not be worth taking overseas, because it's very hard sometimes to find that exact person that needs them. So In this case, we're going to go ahead and write this prescription down on our labels, and I'll do that here.
And what's meant by, lens prescriptions are kind of like fingerprints a little bit. So if one lens is like extremely strong compared to the other side, it's probably very unlikely that we're going to find another patient, that's going to be able to use them.
All right, so we kind of follow a uniform procedure with all the other recycling centers. We label it, and we put the label inside these bags. And all the other recycling centers use the same bags here also, so that way in clinic we're working with and looking through the same bags. But the label going inside has actually really protected the label, and when we're flipping through them overseas, a lot of times that can get wore off, so that's really helped a lot. So at this point, we have a lot of glasses here measured, and from here, we can go to step 5, our last step. All right, so we made it to our final step. Final sort is what we call it. And this is where we take all of the glasses that we just measured on the lensometer, and we look at the prescription on them, and we place them in their proper bin here. Going by the right eye, we look to see if they are bifocal or single vision, and if they start with a plus or a minus sign. So that's our first way to organize them to be able to take them on the trips. Once we get these bins full, then we can start putting them on the actual boxes that go overseas. So if you've ever served in a vision clinic, I know you've seen these boxes before. We bring a ton of boxes with us each trip because it takes about 2,000 pairs of glasses to run one of these clinics. So we also at this point sort out any of the sunglasses to take and also the reading glasses, which Megan can show you here.
Yeah, so these are all the Plano sunglasses that we just got from Ethan and Wade. So we just kind of have a bin that has all of our Plano or non-prescription sunglasses. Mm-hmm. Those are ready to roll. And then we have the readers too. And so we have a box that has different bags that have different powers on them that we put the readers into once we figure out what the power is from that temple or that inner arm. Mm-hmm. So.
And if you've been on one of the trips, you know that the readers table is very popular. There's a lot of people overseas that are not able to read without reading glasses, and they don't have the stores with the $1 readers available and all of those resources. So very popular item. So if you have reading glasses at home that you can donate, make sure you donate those so they can be taken on a trip.
Now that you've seen what it takes to get all these glasses ready for a trip, I just want to encourage you that helping in this process really does make an impact on people's lives. One thing I know that I took away from our trip to Tanzania was just the sheer number of people who needed help. We'd get there in the morning and there'd be 300 people in line for the vision clinic. So it was just awesome to help those people.
I know we've all really enjoyed our time, even though it might seem like mundane tasks, but we really enjoy spending time with each other and reading them all together.
Yeah.
And we've gotten our families involved. Like my grandma personally asked all of her friends to donate glasses, and I just got some from my sister-in-law too. So once people know what you're doing, they like to get involved as well. One quick story that I tell a lot of people about our trip to Tanzania was this little... I forget if he was 9 or 12 months, old boy, and he was cross-eyed until we put a pair of glasses on his eyes, and his mom was just so thrilled, and the little boy just looked around the world for the first time and actually was able to see. So that was just really, really cool, and hopefully the mom was able to hear the gospel, at that time.
Yeah.
One thing that's been really rewarding is that because of you guys donating glasses and because of you guys asking others to donate glasses, we are able to take our skills and everything that we've learned in optometry school and go overseas, and being able to actually use our skills a little bit more directly to spread the gospel has been really a neat thing for us. And I think it's been encouraging for all of us as optometrists to even take a little bit of that back home to our personal jobs, our everyday jobs here in the U.S. So.
Yeah, one of the biggest things that I've realized is that having no prior knowledge of optometry or any of the skills that these guys have learned through school, I've been able to play such a vital role in some of this and making a difference. And it's just great to know that, a little bit of cleaning glasses, a little bit of collecting glasses, and some work ahead of time reaches so many people around the world and really enables the stories that they were just talking about. And thousands of lives have been impacted because of people that have been willing to donate glasses clean glasses, bag glasses, and send them on a trip to people around the world. So I just want to encourage you guys, like, every role in this process is so vital, and you guys can really, like Ethan said, play such a big role in this to help us be able to read more glasses to send around the world. MMO has so many trips coming up, and like Lonnie said, they send thousands of glasses on each trip, and I think probably to date, between readers and other prescription glasses, that we've probably sent 10,000 glasses, I would say, through this house. And that's just really us four and some family members working on them. So a few people can do a lot, you know, working on this stuff. So just want to encourage you guys to, once again, go online to MMO and get yourself a donation box and get a few of them, put them wherever you think they would be a good spot to put them, and just reach out to MMO if you have any interest in donating this, and you're helping people see the world that they've never seen before around the world. Thanks.
One of my favorite things about our optical programs here at MMO is the number of ways you can get involved. While we would love to have you join us on a trip, we understand that this is not always possible. But those of us who do travel could not do so without all of our supporters who collect and recycle glasses. I'd be thrilled if you would consider partnering with us in this way. If this interests you at all, please contact me at brandon@medical-outreach.com. I would love to talk to you about the various ways you can get involved. Thanks for watching.